Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
I've remarked that myself. They revere Her Majesty with all their hearts and regard her as family.
He's a far cry from Vermund. I cannot count the number of barbs I've heard uttered about the Queen Regent.
How might I be of service? Given the state of things, I may have to close the inn ere long. I fear for the future of this nation, sir. Always a pleasure.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
A customer then. That changes things.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare... try to take anything without paying. Always a pleasure.
It takes two to make a sale, and this cellar had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case.
Given the state of things, I may have to close the inn ere long. I fear for the future of this nation, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Fancy a look at my wares? Wait for your another day over. Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all. Right at home.
I've got to focus.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try to...
Always a pleasure.
Given the state of things, I may have to close the inn ere long. I fear... For the future of this nation. Sir.
Always a pleasure.
Just tell me what you need. And I'll see it. You're welcome.
Welcome.
Oh, would that I could spend all day here.
This hustle and bustle puts me right at fine fettle.
Over here, if you please.
that has spent all day here.
I always draw the short straw.
I think I've earned a rest.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. Can't set off till I've had my due.
How'd I end up? This job better be worth it. It's bloody early. I wonder how long this job's supposed to last. Got to find myself a patron for the
The soldiers have been making a fuss over some strange temple in the sea.
Pleasure doing business with you.
This is just what's needed. You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter. Now then, what business have you with me? Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated. Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination. Have you found any grimoires? You know not where they are. I shall divulge but one location. I have heard tell that a volume was espied in Mel, a village assailed by the dragon, mind you.
Good to see you, Master.
Need anything?
The The soldiers have been making a fuss over some strange... temple in the sea.
Pleasure doing business with you.
If you want my advice,
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Have you found any grimoires? You know not. I shall divulge but one village assailed by the dragon.
The soldiers have been making a fuss over some... strange temple in the sea.
Pleasure doing business with you.
We're here to serve the Arisen. Not even a storm shall draw a complaint from my lips.
Twill be worth it in the end if we return with a pack full of treasure.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
It's a glad thing we rested with you.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
This skill will empower you with elemental magic.
Feast your eyes
I'll slit your bleeding throat!
He really pushed in your luck. So that swathe of red-tinged earth is Batal.
You could almost smell the soil on the breeze.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
The foremost priority is to douse those flames.
Now, there's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Unbelievable.
This is something to be grateful for.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. Not to work if I'm to put bread on the table. Somehow my feet always carry me. I'm not sure what to do.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There's been talk of a mysterious structure rising from the sea. I'm not sure what to make of it. Much obliged.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one. It's on me to bear what younger shoulders can't. Won't someone do aught about this?
A lonely place. Not without its charms.
Always sets me to thinking of this place.
Quiet at last.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
It's a dreary life, this. Its comforts.
Business to attend to, friends to sup with.
Well now, is that the Arisen I espy? Who am I? I assure you, it matters not. Yet I should be e'er so glad if you would do me the honor of accepting this staff. Why, had you not heard? Today is a day of gift-giving, my good sir. Upon this occasion every year, the noble personages who attend this masquerade exchange gifts to deepen their bonds. Thus do I present you now with this staff. Pray, take it. 'Tis of fine make, I assure you. The finest, in fact. Now, I must away. As it so happens, I'm in a bit of a hurry. May...
Well, I say. What curious attire you're wearing. This is for you.
Lords and ladies, I beg your attention. I have just received word from the sentries on patrol. We have reason to believe that a thief is lurking in the masquerade hall. Though I am loath to do so, I must ask that everyone wait here. Know also that I shall be stationing sentinels around the venue. We will strive to bring an end to this matter post-haste. We have confirmed that an item has been stolen from the Masquerade Hall. Namely, an artifact known as the Paragon Staff. As such, I must ask that you allow us to examine your possessions before exiting the venue. The search will be conducted in the main hall. Pray make your way there now. And should you have some suspicion as to the culprit in this sordid affair, you've our permission to subdue them. We humbly ask for your cooperation in the arrest of this slip.
Such quietude is a blessing.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
I'd sooner stay out.
Mercy! 'Twas me. I stole the staff.
You've made your choice. To jail with you!
Many thanks for your cooperation, sir. Owing to your capable aid, we were able to seize the culprit forthwith.
Who goes there?
That's not acting up today. Might have a little kip.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
One of these days I'll find
I dare say I could forget all my troubles here.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, 'tis a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location?
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the Masquerade Hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Disa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you good fortune.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
This is no good. I can't let myself get distracted. Mayhap I'll come here when I've a day to myself.
It is our duty to see this peace protected. We cannot accompany you there, Master, but fear not. You'll find us here when you return.
Suppose I ought to earn my...
Couldn't hurt to put my feet at the moment.
I'd sooner stay out of the battle, were it possible. As quiet as a mouse. Got to. 'Cause my head will roll if all goes awry. Nor for it to cut my teeth in a rib. As quiet as a moon.
Let them talk. I'm too old to hear. Whence do you hail?
Pray, take care if you travel to Batar.
Even the best of us has his limits, I suppose. Stay here with it. Well, forgive me for last night's scuffle. All seems well.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
So stiff after
I don't mind lingering for a spell.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Whence did the sovereign arise? If there is aught I can do to be of aid to your journey.
My sword arm could use some work.
All my peers seem so much now. Things getting cold.
When does my watch elapse? Acting up to date. Stomach's growling. Time.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
It's all to miss their swords.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I'd sooner stay out of the battle.
Very hard to put my feet at the moment.
My mind is
Got to focus. My head will roll if all goes awry.
The train.
person I believe in is himself.
No time for sleep.
I'd sooner step.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
Can't complain.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
We shall wait here till your business is done.
Would that all places were so welcoming as this.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
What power have I to resolve any of this? Pray, take care if you travel.
My head will roll if water goes away.
Fine place to let my
Those were creeks of no pommel and point. It's well timed.
Suppose I ought to earn my
Few today where I was truly feel at ease. A welcome respite. A while ago before we shift over.
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
There are few places where I can let down my
To
guard.
see this peace protected.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. The sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. We climb aboard?
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
This ox cart's bound for Melve. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Not good will come of this.
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate, and bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them, and follow them to the letter.
We must... Fly to the aid of those in need. 'Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I've got to focus.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge! You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz. Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Be sure to aim true.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. Foremost priority is out of this place.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm. Watch out for the choppers!
This foe seems unlikely to catch a chick, however cold our ice attacks may be. Master? Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray, seek an exit. I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this. I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? I suppose that's how it goes. I go where the wind blows and the time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustine is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustine would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the Arisen true. What? You are the Arisen. Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz. I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
All done then? Perhaps you... Like my assistance with that quest. I can draw upon my experiences beyond the rift to guide you.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
While travelling beyond the rift, I uncovered a treasure chest hidden in this very locale. Shall we seek it out?
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Goblins approach!
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!